What is up, guys? Welcome back to another stream here on Kame Trick. It is the channel where we party with friends by shredding in grassroots drift cars and bridge the gap between sim drifting and real life drifting. And tonight I wanted to do something pretty fun. We're gonna try out the new setup, and yeah, we're just having a wild time here as we get started. Just gonna make a couple quick changes to my setup. Ooh, man, it is dark out here. So we are playing on a track that one of my friends cooked up. He's a Shadow Hunter in the Discord, so shout out to Shadow. This is a track called Random Tandem, and it's pretty rowdy. It's not the most beautiful track visually. We're playing at night here, so I'm fixing to get it all lit up here. Let me at least do that so that we can start to see what's going on. I'll be adjusting that here shortly with my soul settings. However, it's just a rowdy little track with sheer cliffs and drop-offs, and most places don't have guardrails, so basically if you suck, you die, and you have to teleport back to pit, which is something that I'd like to make an even more extreme version of this track at some point. And if you're a track builder and you've got some skills and wouldn't mind churning out something effective but maybe not the most beautiful thing out there, hit me up. I'd love to collaborate with some folks and just make a wacky stunt drift track, because real life drifting is rad, and we can simulate real life drifting, but if you have access to a game, why wouldn't you want to do something also really lighthearted and crazy? I know I would. Gonna check chat real quick. The Pro, what is up, man? Wood, hey, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Noah, what is up, dude? Yo, HM, hype, what's up, Toe, how's it going? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing anybody's usernames. Matt, I like drifting very much, cool stuff, right on. Where can I get blinker fluid? That is a good question, my friend. I bet eBay has some. Someone give the 180SX pulls. Yep, that is going to be the question. Episode scores from initial Ds, absolutely. Patel, how's it going? Alright. And then Rema, yeah, I don't get why it's so dark. Soul 1.4, it's a bright sunset for me. Well, I'm not on 1.4. I don't think I updated Soul when the new update came out. But that's okay. We can work with this. So what I can do is go into Plan Selector and turn my brightness up. Kind of a lot. You know, so we can see. This is going to work, right? That's adequate. I mean, I can make it a little brighter if you want, but I think that's probably alright. Let me know what you think in the chat. Of course, without light. Yeah, it's not all that dark. Alright, so we're just going to cut some laps and try to fall off the big cliffs and die, which I'm sure will be really easy. So yeah, you see, like, actually here, let me just let you see this map first of all. So there's several different tracks in each direction. All right, Rema, I'll message you if needed. But you see, like, there's these massive drop-offs and sheer cliffs. So we're gonna do some Mad Max shit tonight and just go crazy. I don't know this track at all, so I'm probably gonna be one of the first people who falls off the edge and perishes. So we're just going to sight read tracks. I guess we'll go up to third here. Oh, it's a blind cliff. I have no idea what's at the top. Ah! Alright, not dead yet, but I need more boost, so let me turn that up real quick. Oh god, and we're dead. Okay, so don't try to tune the boost to the car right as we're driving. In the description, warfare. Exactly. Yeah, no, it is in the description. This track also is going to have a lot of warfare as we knock each other off the cliff in tandem. Link is in the video description as well. No, I don't know if this track is, like, I don't want to say it's not public in terms of, like, it's not, like, it's a private track, but I think it's possible that this track hasn't really been formally released, I guess you could say. So it's not that it's intended to be a special track so much as I just don't know that he's really done with it. But he said it was cool. to slide on tonight because I wanted to do some Mad Max crazy stuff. Oh, I gotta turn on my headlights. What am I doing? Make it to where I can see. Where are the headlights on this car? There we go. Alright. Up to third with a death wish. Back down to second. Oh, I don't know. Oh god, if we wipe, we're just gonna fall right off the edge. Holy shit, this is wild. This would be terrifying in VR. I mean, like, the graphics aren't up. See, dead. The graphics aren't so perfect, obviously, because it's just kind of more about the course itself. But yeah, this would be absolutely crazy in VR. Oh god. We'll go up to third again. See what's at the top of this hill. Oh, it was a tight turn. Whew. And that's the end of this track. It comes out to this little, like, parking area that overlooks the rest of the track, so we can see that guy going around. Balasage made it over there. I don't know if you can see him. Shout out Balasage for not dying. And then you can get an idea of the track. So we'll go over to these areas next. Smoke mod, I do have... if I had a Grant, if I had an MR2, I could jump the apexes. Bro, I've tried. What's up, Tire? We'll get going around and try to tandem back up. Well, I'm gonna let these folks come around as well, and then we'll see if we can't get a train and go back down. Oh god, it's gonna be nasty. Oh nope, there's one dead. We're down to just 4. Has anyone tried to do the twisty bits on the Targa Florio? I'm not sure about that one. Alright, I'm probably going to get punted and not survive. Oh god, Preston! I think I'm in a soarer as well. We need some small boy cars to be able to get around this track without perishing, but... oh no! Oh god, I'm dead. Well, technically I didn't die, but it was no good. So fun. No, seriously, the Pro. I want to make a track that is like Rainbow Road style. They actually have a Rainbow Road mod, but a track where basically if you don't have the skill to link it, you just become not in the picture. You just fall off and you can teleport back to the pits and it's good. I just think that would be really funny. Would I drift a track like that in real life? Probably not, but otherwise I'm all about it. Now, I don't have big smoke mods on. If I change cars later, well, when I change cars later, I'll try that. But I'll probably be blinded so hardcore that I won't be able to see if that's the case. Alright, so we're going to try out this configuration. And again, I don't know these tracks. I'm literally just being very careful and sight reading them as I go. So it's terrifying every time I go over a hill. Oh, that looks fun as hell. Can I link that? Not from here, nope. I played an early version of this track and that guardrail was not there. I kind of understand why it is there, but I'm also sad. Oh, clutch kicking, was it too much? Oh, it was almost too much. That's a guardrail, so that must be a tight-ish left turn. I mean, with guardrails, this will be a pretty fun track too once it's done, but... Alright, we're going up to third. Down the hill. Ooh, lots of foot brake. Back to second. That looks tight. Up to third over this bridge. Oh no! I didn't know where it went. Yeah, smoke mod would be incredibly bad for this track. Alright. You can, though, drive without smoke mod and then turn it on for the replay. So that's always an option for just getting a good screenshot. What LT? Anyone have a squeaky gas or sim gas pedal? If you get some, I think it's white lithium grease, you can grease it and it'll quit, usually. Starlord Gaming, the server is packed. I just fell and had to restart and couldn't even get back in. Bro, I'm sorry. Like, but I mean, it's kind of rad, right? Because you have to be super accurate. I didn't think about the fact that if you don't have Content Manager, you're not able to teleport back to the pits. So I'm kind of bummed to hear that, but at the same time, it's like Mad Max style elimination drifting. I'm sure that somebody else will have that exact same problem soon, and you'll be able to get their spot. Capel, what's up, man? You having a good night? How's everybody doing? TGI Friday. That looks buggy. I don't know what that was. Alright, up to third. Oh no, we need more clutch kick power. And we need lights on. I hate that the lights start off. I need to just leave them stuck on. STPD Media, what is up, dude? Welcome to the stream. We are running a gnarly custom track that is not based on anything, and quite frankly, it's probably not even what you'd call finished in a complete way. But it's got tons of like sheer cliffs and drop-offs that make it super fun to just sight read. And we're basically just going to shred till we're dead. And I've already died a few times. I went off right there. That was my set of brakes, or my tire tracks from where I locked them up, trying not to fall to my doom. And like here, it's a cliff. I don't know how the track goes. So here's this 8.6. I can't hang out behind him if he's going that slow. Oh, we're going for the pass. Nailed it. Oh, that was rowdy. Oh yeah, Starlord. Without Content Manager, you do need to be stopped, and I guess depending on where you fall, it's possible that you could fall somewhere where technically you can't stop. If you snag Content Manager, then you can bind a teleport to pits button that works even if you're moving. Oh, am I gonna fall off again? Oh, I think we're good. Oh, we're good. So fun. So if anybody was wondering whether or not I was a pure sim drifting guy, this is your proof that I also like just straight up gaming, because crazy stuff like this is really fun to me. The pro says it's morning here. Yeah, so if you are running Soul, then it'll be forced to be nighttime, and if you're not running Soul, it will be day because your system just isn't able to simulate night. STPD Media, if you want to try a work in progress tow game, my local hills, Summit Road and Port Hills, they're insane. Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be cool to do at some point. Starlord is in the 8.6. Right on. Oh, there goes Shadow. He made this track. I wanna follow him around a little bit. Well, the track is a little strange in that if you fall off the actual concrete, even though it looks like it's fairly flat right here, it disturbs the car a lot, so sometimes it messes stuff up. But I love that there's so many configurations, and basically that it's just dangerous as hell. I don't know where the turn is. I guess this is the turn? Yeah, that will be the turn. Radium, welcome. This is Assetto Corsa for PC. And it is a title that's fairly supported by a modding community, so my copy is heavily modded, although it is easy to do. I'm going to see if I can't just go over here and join these guys. Well, that worked poorly. Let's just get a fresh start. So I'll have to go up to third there. That's a tighter turn than I was thinking. He bailed, that was probably wise. Got a little dirt drop action there to help the car around. And that's the gist of that track. We'll hop off. Radium says, can I make my own drift car? It's possible, but this is not a game that's designed to let you like mix and match parts in the way that, for example, Forza could. So you'd actually have to learn, like if you wanted to make visually your own car, you'd have to learn 3D modeling and get like Blender or 3ds, I think it is, to make your models. You can apply your own livery, but you have to design it in like Photoshop or something like that. So, and you can adjust the physics of the cars in the INI files, but none of it is like designed to be easy. You have to like learn how to do the stuff, I guess you could say. I basically just drive and install mods. Canadian, hey, not a fan of the unfinished map. Learning in the dark don't help. Yeah, that's a fair point. Let me hit up Rema, and we can go to daylight. Give me 1 second, maybe 2 seconds. I'll pull up Discord, which you guys won't see, and I will message him. I'm in a soarer. I don't know if I can give you guys a view of it. My camera's not really seeming to work. Alright, let me hit up Rema real fast. Yeah, let's switch to daytime. I like it in the dark, but I understand that it would be difficult to learn. I mean, I'm sight reading the track too, but it's all good. Track is in the description, as are the cars, everything else. I think this, is my favorite. It's my favorite track, and I've got a follower behind me, so that's either awesome or a risk, depending on what happens. We'll press this blind hill. Hauling in third. Oh, that's a blind hill too. Up, 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 and I didn't know, and I'm dead. So fun. You're the... Oh, man. Thank you. Dude, I'm stoked that you're enjoying... Well, I hope that you're enjoying it, but I'm glad that you got a wheel. It's going to help help you become a ripper in real life, I promise. Nope. The curse of not turning on headlights first. Oh, there's one victim. Went four-wheeling. I did not do anything to set up my car. I'm literally using it with the completely stock tune. I haven't touched even the air pressures. All I did was... Oh, there's one more victim. This is the turn where I wiped out last time. All I've done is turn the boost up to full. Just makes it a little easier. Oh, is that too tight? Am I going to go in? Nope. I always like to drop a wheel on the inside of those really tight turns. Just kind of how I drive in real life. I can do some pretty decent inner clips. Oh, that was tight. Drop the wheel again. Little dirt drop there. And I don't know where it goes from here. I hope it's... Oof. Okay. We're still alive. We're still alive. I think we're going to make it to the parking lot at the end. That great parking lot in the sky where all Japanese drift cars go to die after they leave Ebisu. And we made it. Woohoo! There were some people behind me. They're all gone. Ah, we switched to daylight. Alright, we're going to exit and hop back in. And it'll be... daylight to where we can see Nissan Pacific. Hey, what is up, dude? If I'm not mistaken, you followed me on, like, Twitter recently? I have no Twitter followers. I don't post that often either, so that's probably my own fault. I'm going to try to grab the S13 as we switch to daylight. No, we're switching to daylight because I enjoy having my server, well, it's OTM server, thank you guys, but I enjoy having the servers be public for these little sessions. I mean, at some point I might release, I don't know, some sort of way to support Kame Trick and have a, I don't know, members only type of night at some point. But for the moment, I enjoy letting anybody come in who wants to, just so that we can have rowdy shreds. However, on these random tracks that you guys have never seen before, coming in to do rowdy shreds is just not easy. So this way you can see what's coming a little bit better, at least not when there's not all those blind turns. I want to see if I can't join this little group, or maybe it won't work. Oh, that worked. Oh man, I didn't turn up the turbo and I can feel it. Also, my seating position actually makes it hard to see. Wow. S13 is way short. I'm Asian all of a sudden or something. Let's and that wasn't supposed to be anything rude to say. Like, I've lived in Asia and I'm super tall compared to the average height person over there. Like, my head sticks up above the crowd and I'm not all that tall. Alright, here we go. Urban Grit, I was behind you when the server switched. Okay, yeah, I saw that there was a group, and then all of a sudden nobody. It's alright, now we can see in the daylight, so that's good. Have you tried out Tyler's Honto circuit yet? I downloaded it, obviously, and that's how I put the link in my description, but I haven't actually tried Honto yet. We ought to We ought to try that, actually. That would be fun. Maybe we'll do that later on tonight. I don't know how many people have it, though. But the link is in that last video. He does say there's a jump in there. It looks fun. Have you tried it? Yo, 21 Immortal, we never die. Radium still can prepare for the time. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, if you are playing Assetto before you even get your license, then when you do get to start driving, just like, you know, respect the car. Don't push it too hard until you get used to driving in real life, because there are some small differences. But I mean, you'll probably be fine. Sim driving will probably teach you a respect for the car, and then you'll shred. Yeah, we stay full. However, there will be an opening soon enough. Where are we gonna go in the S13? Let's go up here. There's Rema. Rema, you want to cut some laps? We gotta try this. All right. Maybe in a minute. The jump is scary on Honto circuit? Okay. I don't know where the track goes. I'm like terrified. God, you guys are seeing the same thing that I am now that I've got my stream dialed in a little bit more and I'm showing the game render instead of the over-the-shoulder cam. I kind of like the over-the-shoulder cam, but I understand that my webcam wasn't rendering it well, so I might use a DSLR for it at some point. You never know. Every stream, new camera angles, because why not? We'll go up to third here. Foot brake back down to second. Stay in second. Off throttle transitions. E-brake drag to take the safe route. I think I'm going backwards on this track, which is probably not ideal. I just now recognized it because of that little underpass, overpass thing. Well, gripped up. Yep, I'm going the wrong way. That is my fault. I'm gonna jet out of there. I didn't even look at the sign. Oh, let's see. I'd like to drive with some people. Alright, here goes a group. Let me jump in with them. What's up, Squirt? Thank you for always taking rad photos. Oh god. Well, that didn't work at all. More carnage. There goes somebody off the side. Am I a horrible person for doing this to my viewers? I mean, at least I'm right here with you guys, doing it to myself as well. I would love to see a slightly more developed track like this. No grass. You're either on the road or gone to heaven. All the manjis because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. That looks fast. We're going to go up to third. We brake up the hill a little too much. Up to third again, because this is definitely fast. Oh no. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And we are clutch kicking the heck out of this SR20. Oh, hi guys. That's right, you can't get back. That's the one thing, is that this particular section... Oh, that was the raddest board slide until I fell off. Do a barrel roll. Just gonna hang out here for a second. If anybody asks, just tell them because I was inverted. It's classified. I don't need this damn straw. I'm just going to leave it over there. Radium says, I got a VR headset. Should I use that? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, VR is rad. If it doesn't make you sick, it's the most immersive that you're going to get outside of actually drifting a real car. And it'll help you drift in real life, for sure. You definitely want the Japan DLC. These are the WDT street cars. Hey, Crazy Customs, what is up, man? Glad that you got your PC set. Hey, Top Gun, you know it. Welcome back. Oh. That's alright. It's a target-rich environment. Hunting for doors. Should I do a stream where I only speak in Top Gun lines? Is that even... That'd probably be a terrible stream. I think we just need an unofficial rule that you just bomb off the side of the parking lot at the end. You don't try to go back the other way. Oh, there's lots of death. Lots of smoky, smoky death. Gonna go off into the grass a little bit here. Oh, the pass. Dropping a wheel. Oh, he's dropping a wheel too. Who is that? Is that Professor? Oh, I dropped more than a wheel. Am I excited for the new Top Gun? Yes. Yes, I am. I have not lost that love and feeling for the Top Gun series. What's up, Noah? Pumped up kicks. Yeah, Radium, if you got a friend who has VR, which, I mean, I lucked out. I didn't for a long time, but eventually... Oh, there's Squirt. One of my friends let me borrow his gear for a little while, and I think most people it's fine. And the younger you are, probably the better off you are. But for me, it was a no-go. But I do not regret having the triple monitors. They're really fun, and nicer for streaming anyway. So that you guys can watch all of my crazy expressions as I... Yeah, just frown and cry when I crash like this. Alright. We have not fallen off yet. From a viewing standpoint, is this entertaining? I think it's super fun. I would almost enjoy being able to watch content like this more so than realistic stuff all the time. Like, oh no, he wiped. Like, of course I would prefer, oh, here comes a bunch of traffic. Let's see if I can do this right. I tried to go wide, but I think they both were too polite and wiped out. Oh, board slide. I think this is fun to do every once in a while, both to drive and to watch. And we made it. Whew. Such danger. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Top Gun. It's going to be cool. Map is in description. Yeah, hold on. Wait for Solid Slides. What's up? Squirt. What's up? Nah, nah, bro. Wait, we got another train coming. Let's wait for them. I want to be in the back of this train, or near the back, so that you guys can see how rowdy this is about to get. Hoping for the best here. Uh-oh. Oh, there's one down. We almost lost Squirt. But so far, so good. Oh no, there's another down. Oh, there goes me. Nope, I'm alive. There's a spin. Oh, and, well, that was just bound to happen. Alright, Squirt, it's you. Take the sword, kill all who oppose you on this one-way road. We're gonna have to go up to third here. That didn't quite work. Too much. Okay, so I have to formally recognize that this part of the map is rad, but oh no, it's just a no-go. Sorry, I instinctively tried to dodge to to the left because we are left-hand drive, but those guys were running Touge style and they definitely dove to the right. Up to third we go. I don't know what's up here. Heavy foot brakes because I'm afraid. And I should be. That probably would have worked. Well, I guess I'll go inside. No, you guys are not one to go inside. Let's just bail. That's really fun in one direction. Hey, Alika, what is up, man? I've got that podcast uploaded, or the podcast version of the video podcast. However, I haven't actually released it yet. I'm still fine-tuning a couple of things. We're goofing off today on a custom track by my buddy Shadow, who is one of the many awesome members of the Kame Trick Discord. Link in description, please join it. We're doing some Mad Max style sim drifting on this crazy track where if you go off pretty much anywhere, that happens and you fall to your doom. And I've been doing my fair share. I wiped out right there a second ago. But I just think it's really fun to do wild stuff every now and then. And so that's what we're doing. Oh, three-wheel motion. Uh-oh. Okay, good, that was just lag. We've got 3 brave pilots ahead of me. Oh, I'm totally blind, holy shit. That are keeping it together as we get to the parking lot in the sky. Oh, I just wiped into everybody. Am I leading us? Okay, I'll lead us. But it's about to get really dicey because there's always more people going from the spawn point than there are not. Oh, I can't see anything. Shit. Ah! Whoa, my RPM gauge is doing all sorts of tricks. Anybody else hearing static sound from the stream? I wouldn't be surprised if that was a factor. Let me see. Where is my headset at? I don't know. I know that with my setup, it can, like when I'm editing, if I have to turn the volume up too much, I do get a little bit of static, but hopefully it's not too bad. Have I seen Slaptrain's new motion rig? I saw his video where he was unboxing it and starting to put it together. I'm going to get the audio muted there. I saw the one where he was unboxing it and putting it together, but I don't think I've actually seen a video like from the outside of him playing it. I would love to try Slap's motion rig, or anybody else's. As far as buying one, I don't know. It's pretty expensive, and like I tapped out most of my funds to build this setup as far as like my extra money, because I've got like a budget for real car stuff, sim stuff, YouTube stuff, and right now, especially with the real car, it's so easy to spend hundreds of dollars like every time that I drive it. So I'm trying to keep things a little bit mellow and get the most value for you guys out of the stuff I own now. So I'll probably drive my setup as is for a while, but I'd love to try a motion rig, and I'd love to own one. I just don't know if it's going to be soon. And Noah, yes, this track is totally sketchy, and that's why we love it. Shadow is behind me. Oh, he's going the other way. I'm going to follow Shadow because that's just, oh no, Rowdy, since he's the track creator. So this S15 right here, Shadow Hunter, he has put this track together. I honestly don't know if he's still building it or if he abandoned building it, but I thought it was really fun. And so thanks to him, everybody who loves this track, thank the Gray S15. Everybody who hates it, also thank the Gray S15. And me, a little bit. But I like crazy stuff, so what can I say? Beautiful wall ride there, bro. I'm kind of being conservative and just keeping it in the middle. But no fear. Oh, that was actually just driver error there. Dragging the front. This is the part where I don't know where the track goes. Oh, I was afraid of that. I've fallen off right there once or twice, but I don't have the layout memorized, and since I'm switching tracks every couple of laps anyway, there's like no hope for me to learn it. Oh, that's not how the track goes. It's alright. We'll try to learn this one real quick. Everybody got their New Year's resolutions still on track? Anybody already given up on one? I mostly just wanted to produce better content than I did last year. Like, I thought last year's content was pretty cool and fairly successful, but there's no reason why I can't aim for even more quality stuff, and we released our first sort of video podcast. I'm lining out some future guests for that. Oh, that might be too fast. No, it was fine. Thanks for the push. There's that deadly tight turn that claimed me and a few others last time. Oh, some lovely tandem. And then we go down the hill. And this is how we get back to the start of the track. I'm starting to learn it. There's Noah, what's up? Now we're rolling steady. No, oh, until I get bumped. That's alright. Nope, I dirt dropped and couldn't save it. Ah, close. I am using Anchor, but it will be distributed to all the big players, so Google, Apple. I mean, I'm not a podcaster expert. It was a total accident. I was like, this would be cool content. I'm going to video it. And then, well, Tyler didn't have a webcam. Didn't really anticipate that. But I thought, okay, whatever. I'll put B-roll behind it. Drop it on the channel. I know that it'll be good. I know people will like it. And then, as I was editing it and finishing it up, I thought, you know, this would work just fine as audio. I should just do these conversations visually real simple. Folks on the channel will know that basically you're here to listen to the audio more so than you are to watch the video for those particular Tandem Talk episodes. And then that way I can release it as a podcast too, and I won't have to constantly apologize to the audio guests saying, you know, like, oh, you can't see that we're talking about this. So that's something I'm going to try in the future. A little bit more. Arc 10, how's it going, dude? My night is going great. This week was long, and I am so glad to be relaxing and hanging out with the crew, enjoying some slides. Having an awesome night. How about you, man? Radium, do you get sick in VR or do you not own VR? Yes and yes. So I don't own VR. I'm using triple monitors, which is why in the stream you'll see that like the view isn't shifting from left to right. But I have an unusually wide field of view, and that is basically because I have triple monitors. So you'll see me turning my head, or sometimes I'll just move my eyes, but like I can look out the side windows, and I think I've got the stream configured to where you guys can see up to the side mirrors. Oh man, I really thought that was going to work. Not enough momentum. The Pro, my ping. Can't watch the stream while drifting. Oh, yeah. That would be hard anyway. Sorry, man. But I appreciate you checking out the stream and coming in to say hey as always. If you'd rather drive on your own, I totally get it. But it's always good to see you guys every Friday with something. Oh, that was no good. Nicely done. It's something I look forward to. Our little jam sessions, both for the folks in the Discord and who are on server right now, as well as everybody who comes out to hang in the chat. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Eeh. That was not ideal. But we survived. Here comes the fun parts. I would make a track that was just this. If I had Racetrack Builder and I invested the time. Nothing but this. I think this is so rad. Oh, blinded. But I could still make it. I think we're going to clear this track successfully. Oh, don't fall off the edge, mate. Did he fall? Oh, he's no more. Trying to get a run-a-go or get out of the way for me, and he's no more. Oh, here comes Noah. Noah made it. All right, man. Good job. Yeah, let's go. Excuse me. I started driving like shit because I felt a sneeze coming on. And I was trying to figure out whether I should, like, try to get the microphone turned off for a second or what. Rest in peace, headphone users. Ah! KO. The pro, I'll just follow you. I don't know this map. Yeah, I don't either, but you're welcome to follow me. We'll just have to find each other down in the parking lot again. Which, I'm headed that way. I probably won't make it because of the number of people coming the opposite direction on here. But we've dodged one. One bullet. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go tight. Oh, they went tight too. Shite. I feel like the head-on collision aspect is the most Mad Max of all, and it wasn't even intentional. It's just kind of how it worked. Nope, we're gonna get to the bottom of the hill, folks. It's gonna happen. This is the one. Also, can I get a heck yeah if you guys are stoked that we've got a pedal cam back. Alright, we made it. We didn't die. I mean, we died a lot, but we didn't actually fall off the mountain. Taylor, Kame, you down for OTM to run a giveaway? We can post the challenge in the server chat. Yeah, I'm done. That'd be fine. What you guys got? Canadian, if this is what you like, I'll make something by tomorrow. Yeah, you know, like, let's chat in DM. Message me on Discord or wherever you want to, really. And I can show you some of the ideas that I'm thinking about. Alright, we are following JDM Maniac or Noah in chat. Getting a little over rotation there, but not bad, not bad. Oh, I was afraid of that. I made the pass. We'll wait for him to get set back up. Stance asked, is WDT the most realistic car pack to real life? I think WDT Street is pretty good. It's not the only one, but it's up there in the realistic enough that it doesn't bother me to drive it. Which is pretty much all I shoot for. I am both a gamer and a Oh, thanks for the sub. I'm both a gamer and a car fan, like a drift driver, real-life driver as well. And like, everybody's got kind of their own preferences, but for me, I'm sort of a nuts and bolts kind of guy. I focus on, is the... we're gonna die. I focus on, is the driving good enough? You know, I don't shoot for perfection. I just want it to be meaningful, worthwhile, not so bad to do. And so, yeah, definitely WDT Street is very good. WDT is good. DW is okay if you're into cars with less angle. DWY is fab as well. Let's see. Just checking Discord. Jaden, thanks for the follow on Twitter. I have like 5 Twitter followers, so I appreciate it. You're one of a distinguished few. Yeah, Squirt, I was just reading your DM. If you guys want to do that, I would just say roll with it. I've already got my own sticker inventory, and as well as a maker. Although I'm always up to connect with more folks who are making merchandise that I might work with in the future. But right now I'm good, and I just ran a giveaway at 5K, so I'm probably gonna wait on doing one myself. But yeah, if you guys want to, I do not mind you doing it on stream or in the channel chat at all. Happy to help some of my World Drift friends, drifty boys. And we're following Rez in OTM right now. Look at that beautiful dip in a tire. Excellent line. And I think I got caught by the same issue as this guy here. Managed not to catch Snoop. Smoke weed every day. That's not Snoop. I guess Snoop's in it though. Man, sometimes I mess up my left foot braking and just understeer the car right at the lead. Not something I do in real life, but the more I left foot brake, the more that bothers me. Just the fact that that's a potential failure mode, little scary. Oh, that was a bad transition. Too much angle. I'm just gonna get out the way. Oh yeah, no, a third gear is totally not effective on the pack at all, or on on this track at all. Even with boost up all the way, it's just a handful. Nico, this game is as good as Assetto Corsa. This actually is Assetto Corsa. It's just heavily modded. Now, if you're talking about console Assetto Corsa versus PC, then yes, PC Assetto Corsa is basically a whole different game because of stuff like this. These cars, this track, the weather effects, the lighting, the smoke, none of this is standard Assetto. This is all modded, and it's pretty awesome this way. Radium, well, what link? I think YouTube will automatically block links unless I post them, but I mean, you can try. We're just gonna go around this track again. Doesn't seem like we got anybody on here. But we're just going to do a lap around all the tracks. I'll attempt to talk track strategy, if you could even have strategy for sight reading a track that you just don't learn. These cars do really well in second gear, especially at full turbo power. Makes it a little too easy, but there's so little margin for error that I don't think that that hurts. And basically, if you don't know the track, your goal at the beginning is to keep it off the grass and on the concrete. And the best way to do that is to kind of take mid-lines unless you can see how the track goes. And then if you want to try to get real close to either edge, great. But like if, just because you could get really close to one edge on a corner now, if you can't see the next corner, or if you're not sure, you know, how tight the next corner is, then I wouldn't recommend trying to go real tight or real wide. Because like right there, I got pretty close to the outside and I didn't know it was going to be there. This all kind of ties into the no e-brake drifting that I post sometimes, and I try on stream sometimes as well, where like it's similar to that. You need to understand how to make the car stay relatively close to the middle of the track, stay in drift, and just kind of play it safe. Don't put yourself in a situation where you'd have to make a huge correction because you may not have the time or the room to. So like for the moment, I'm getting around here no e-brake. I'll probably have to rely on it at some point soon. That was just weird. Let's try and go around this without e-brake. I don't know that I can do it. There's a few sections that would be really hard. Well, that's a bad start. We'll try that one more time. Let's link on a steering wheel mount. Yeah, go ahead and try it. We'll see. Do I think Tando Buddy's cars create bad habits? Not really, to be honest. The argument that people have with Tando Buddies is basically that they transition unrealistically slow. And that's true. They transition slower than a 180SX would, for example, and I'm pretty sure that they all have the same inertia values and the same physics. So each one, what I hear, I haven't checked this, but what I hear is that they all drive the same. I'm going to go tight since that guy went wide. Yeah, what I hear is that like whether you get in the 8.6 or the Beamer or the S13 or what have you, like they all drive the same. They just sound and look different. But the only bad habits that they could create will be based on them having stupid amounts of angle, which like a beginner level drift car, oh god, I fell through the map. A beginner level drift car would not have, but drift cars like mine absolutely do have. And what else can I say? And other than that, it's really just the slow transition speed. For me, coming from real life, we just made the exact same mistake. I was just following him on autopilot. Coming from real life drifting, my counter steer was too slow because I couldn't feel the inertia of the car and the weight shift of the car, and for me that's how I know what to do when I'm actually drifting my S13. So because I couldn't feel that, I was always late on my inputs, and the slower transition speed of the Tandem Buddies cars actually synced up with my slow inputs, and they are what enabled me to figure out how to sim drift. I didn't try a whole lot of other cars. I happened upon them pretty quick, as you can tell from my most popular video. That was one of the first sim drifting videos I made. It might have been the first sim drifting video I made. But if you have never driven a real-life car, or if you've never done sim drifting before, you might find that if you get really good at Tandem Buddies and they're your first and only experience, that every other car feels like it snap spins, and it's probably actually just that the Tandem Buddy cars transition a little slow, if that makes sense. You have to throw them kind of hard because they transition kind of slow. But yeah, I like the WDT street cars a fair bit better. Gaia, hey, what is up? What time is it over there? It's night for me, so it should be morning for you. Ohayou gozaimasu. Mite kurete arigatou gozaimasu. びっくりしちゃうかもなんだけど、ちょっとだけ通じるくらいの日本語ができるよ。まだ一緒に走ることができなくてすいませんね。思ったより、冬休みの時間が忙しかったよ。I was just greeting Gaia Blog Channel in Japanese and saying that I meant to drive with them over the holidays, but unfortunately I was not able to. My work, or not my work, sorry, but just my holidays ended up being a lot busier than I expected. And yeah, this is an interesting track. このコースは、友達がデザインしてくれて、まあ僕のためじゃなくて、でもこのコースをデザインして、まあ明らかにまだ完成してないんですけど、このなんていうかな、まあ上の峠道のような上がってガードレールなしで、まあ一つのミスをラッキー、一つのミスをしちゃったらもうおしまいだ。だから楽しい。全然リアルな感じがないんですけど、まあなんていうかな、it's refreshing、なんか楽しい。ああ、やっちゃった。死んだ。Alright, we'll go back to English. I'll try not to do a full-on Japanese stream. Morduza, what is up? Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. My voice just goes out randomly. Mike says, I bet feeling it is so much easier. Oh yeah, from the inertia? Dude, like, it's really funny because, honestly, going from sim to real life is way easier than going from real life to sim. So everybody who started as a sim drifter, I'm kind of jealous, because I got into sim because, I mean, let's think about this. First of all, there's like 3 or 4 months where there's no drifting at all. Second, I drift like every month that drifting happens in my area, but that's only like 10 or 12 days a year tops. So, you know, I don't get the opportunity to drive much. So I picked up the sim rig, and I've slowly been building it over the past year, basically. And at this point, I'm enjoying it, and it's good, and I'm happy that I bought it and everything. But at first, I was really bummed out to learn that it wasn't like, you know, knowing how to ride a bike and then getting on somebody else's bike. Like, it did not translate very well to, for me, even though I'm a great, I mean, I'm not trying to humble brag, but I'm a pretty damn decent real-life driver. And so I thought that when I went to sim, I would just do what works in real life. But I couldn't feel the transition, so I kept messing up. And I couldn't really figure out what I was doing wrong. I just knew that it wasn't working. And it's because all my inputs were late. So, yeah, I'm jealous of folks who learn in sim. Because it is true that when you go from sim to real life, it's different. But you actually gain more information. Like, if you're... Oh, no. If you're real big into sim drifting, then you know that you have to get all your force feedback, unless you have a motion rig, through the steering wheel. That's how you have to know everything that's going on with the car. But if you think about it, when you're drifting in real life, you have so many more data points, because you have all that feeling in the wheel, that's still there. But you also have your entire body feeling the G-forces, and you can independently feel, once you learn how to sense it, basically, through different parts of your body touching the car, you can feel the traction of the front wheels, the traction of the back wheels, and just generally what the car is doing, and it's so much easier. I guess I would say that the closest approximation I could give is it's like going from single monitor to VR. Like, it's a huge benefit to have full-on VR or triples. It just literally opens your eyes. And gaining weight shift information is the same. So you'll find that when you go to real life drift, the actual driving isn't very hard. If you're decent in sim, you'll be decent in real life. But what is hard is just affording everything, getting a drift car to the event, keeping it running because it breaks constantly. Like, the stuff that makes it hard is not the driving, which is kind of disappointing, I would think. Like, if you were a sim driver, I would be disappointed to learn that. Gaia Blog Channel, I'm happy to speak in Japanese. そうよ、漢字も読めるんだから、まあ完璧ではないんですけど、多分わかる。だから、日本語でも、メッセージしてもいいよ。Let's see. Got behind on chat. I was ranting a little bit there, sorry. Radium, is there any third-party handbrakes that don't cost 300 plus money? It kind of depends on where you're located. So, Fanatec, at least in the US, you can get probably the nicest handbrake on the market that you can buy. I think Fanatec makes a really nice product. I use it, and it's like 115 US. It might be a bit more after shipping. You can also make your own. There's some videos out on that. Stance. Yeah, man, you just have to start practicing. Find a way. Like, I started learning Japanese when I was in college. It's not like I learned it as a kid or anything. And it was hard, and it took a long time. But I've been using Japanese for like, I don't know, 10, 15 years now. I'm not fluent, but it's enough that I can talk to people. So cool how you can transition from one language to another. Thank you. Yeah, it's something I don't really get to show off a whole lot, but at some point maybe I'll do a Japanese stream. I think that would be cool. So, ガヤさん、機会があれば、なんかディスコードで一緒に走って日本語でストリームしてみようかな。多分時差でまあ難しいと思うんだけど、あとは僕峠のコースをまだ練習が足りなくて、多分まあ走れるような腕がまだないんです。頑張っちゃいますけど。Starlord says I tried yesterday. It's not that complicated, but I don't know how to start. I don't know if we're talking about Japanese for that or not. Stuck under the map. Oof. Escape, restart, Alt F4 if you really have to. That is some legit hardcore half-built tracks. Yosh. Alright, so we're going to go around here. Is he going to go tight? He's going to go tight. I'm going to go wide. Drift, gentlemen, we have made it. We survived. That was awesome. Yosh. Got one visitor behind me. I can... Oh man, I snapped it way too hard. Sorry about that. And I'm dead. Oh, Japanese? Okay. Yeah, so like, for me, I ended up finding out that we had a course in university. So I started studying it there, and that helped a lot because language is a social thing, and if you don't have people to speak it with, it's difficult. I mean, obviously you can learn it without. It's just easiest, for me anyway, to learn with other people around. But that puts some structure to it. And what I would say is look for like a college textbook on... No, that was bad. That was going to end poorly. Look for a college textbook on Japanese, because it'll help you like figure out an order to learn in, basically. Oh yeah, Canadian, you're right. A tape down flight stick would work great. 4:40 a.m. here, dude. Kyo Animosity. Well, thank you for checking out the stream. That is early. Where are you at? I'm in the central United States, and it's probably 10:30 or something. I have no idea what time it is, actually. I basically just stream until I get tired, which usually is somewhere in the vicinity of midnight. That was not so good. Tight line. Kudari ga mienakute kowai. I cannot see when I'm going downhill, and it's scary. But the hairpins are really fun. Downhill where you can see like this is really fun. I accidentally threw a backy. That was my bad. I didn't think I was gonna wipe right then. Senna speed 340 AM in Portugal. Azores Islands. Wow, that is cool. I don't even know where that is. I bet it's a beautiful place though. Man, I love that. Like, it's kind of the thing in my channel, the Kame Trick World Drift Friends, but I love that there's folks from all around that are drift fans, and like, I came up with that when I was living in Japan, which is why I can speak some Japanese. Basically, I realized while I was over there, I already liked cars and I already liked drifting, but I hadn't, like, my language wasn't that great at first when I was over there. And so I realized once I got to go to some car events and talk to the people there that drifting and car love is like a universal language. And I didn't have to speak Japanese very well. Oh, that was not the right move. And and the Japanese people that I was talking to, they didn't have to speak English all that well in order for us to communicate and, you know, share our enjoyment for cars. And so that sort of gave me the idea of trying to build a community essentially of drifters without borders, you know, and like, even if folks make their own teams and their own crews that drive together, like, above all of that, you've got this community that ties them together. And that, for me, is the concept of the World Drift Friends. Or in like my old stickers that have Japanese on them, it's Kokusai Drifto Nakama. And so that's literally International Drift Friends. Something I think is just really cool. Because drifting has always been one of those motorsports, possibly one of the only motorsports, where the community is all, for the most part, I keep snapping my oversteer there, it's all for the most part really nice and very chill, and almost feels like it's more about fun than it is about competition. And like competition comes second to having fun with your friends and fun with sharing the joy of driving. So, something I always liked. The pro you were chasing, sorry about that. Your chase was really good. I was just talking and driving, and I can never drive as well when I'm talking. But I try to keep my streams entertaining and hanging with you guys and interact, so it's difficult. Noah says, if I'm going to get into drifting once I get my license, what age do you think I need to be to start? Because surely I have to have a job that will support tires and car parts as well as mechanical problems. Can I get my license in about 2 months? Piston head, let's see some left foot braking. No, left foot braking is for pussies. I don't do it. No, I'll do some left foot braking. I'll try. Good to see you in stream, man. We're playing like this crazy Mad Max map here. Look, I didn't even get on left foot brake and I'm already spinning the car. I only left foot brake in tandem. And I'm so far away from everybody. There is no tandem to be had. Not to mention that sometimes they crash and I don't catch up to them. Oh, that guy went flying! Now I've got to get behind somebody to do some real left foot braking. I need to practice it more though. It just doesn't feel right to left foot brake just for the heck of it. I might have an opportunity to here. Well, maybe not quite that quick. Oh, that's always terrifying. Going over that crest and not being able to see anything. Animosity from England. Right on. I don't think I know, like personally know too many English drifters. I do have some friends from, oh shoot, what was their university? It was when I was in Japan. It's funny, like I have so many international friends from living abroad. Although I can't remember off the top of my head, that's no good, the name of their school. The B3 pedals I like. I don't have the inverteds. Of course you can tell that. Why am I saying that? They feel great. I really like them. Oh shoot, he's going wide. Or tight. And personally, I don't think you have to have inverted pedals to enjoy them. That's just no good. Heel and toe. Piston Head says, hey, after seeing your live stream, I just recorded a new podcast. Hell yeah, dude, I'd love to come back on. That'd be awesome. If you're in need of a guest, I would be happy to do another podcast. All you folks who are in chat, Piston Head Podcast is one of my buddies. He's based in Canada. Jacob, he does media for FD drivers, and as well, he does some cool builds. And moved recently, so his channel sort of took a little bit of a hiatus, I think. But he's also got a podcast. So Alika, if you're still in here, I know that you're into podcasts. Check out Jacob's channel. It's Piston Head Podcast or Piston Head Productions. He's got good stuff. Shout out. Santa Speed, Middle Atlantic. I'm catching up on chat real quick because I got a little too far behind. I mean, Noah, for your case, basically as soon as you have enough income coming in, you just have to come up with your budget. Think about how much event entry fee, gas, food for the day is to attend a drift event. Think about how much tires for your car cost and how long you're going to be getting a pair of tires to last. Like for my car, I can... Oh, Alica, that's cool. The Alica that I'm thinking of is probably... I feel like he's in Hawaii, but I don't know. It could be the same guy. Sometimes I get my folks' usernames messed up because there's like YouTube username and then Insta username and the different handles and Assetto handles, so it might be me. But yeah, basically, no, just make a budget and start trying to do an event as often as you can. For me, at first, it was 2 events a year, and that was all I could afford when I was in school. And then eventually, I started working, and I could go 4 events a year, and then I moved, and there were more events, and I got a better job, and now I drift about once a month. So that's what I would say there. Cryptical, do you have any plans to compete in Assetto Corsa? I don't think I'm a very good driver in Assetto, so not presently. It would be fun. I'd much rather compete in Assetto where I won't hurt my real car than I would in real life. At this point, I've done competition before. I've won some regional comps, nothing big, but I just want to enjoy driving with my friends, not ruin the cars, and not have to fix the cars from hitting each other all the time. So I'd much rather get all that out of the way in sim. Radium for my handbrake. I'm gonna use a flight stick. That is a good call. I think, Kyo Animosity, I think the regular pedals are fine. Inverted would be cool, but I mean, honestly, regular pedals are fine. One thing, let me move my feet, that I could have done differently is raise the front so that they were angled a bit more. I hear that that's how they're designed to be used, and I didn't think about that when I built my rig, but I don't notice any problem. It seems fine to me. VDC stuff, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to... I'm down to compete some, but I just don't think I'm going to be that great. Honestly. Doshi, shoot high Kame, super late today. Lots of stuff going on at school. Yeah, I get it, man. This is the time of year where a lot of like research papers and stuff start to get assigned, so it's probably a busy time. Everybody coming back from the holidays and trying to get back into the swing of things. Wendy, what is up? Welcome back. JT Pro, you got a job at a tire shop. Hey, yeah, you're gonna have some affordable pull-off tires to drive with. Then that's sweet. Right here's JT Pro in chat and in game. What's up? Oh, I left my chat window up and I couldn't see out a third of my monitors. That was not ideal. Man, I went up to third and I ought not to have right there. I think I got distracted and forgot which part of the track we were on. This is where I go up to third. If I can. Yeah. Oh, poorly done, poorly done. That's fine. I was trying to finish up on chat anyway. I just don't want to hold still for too long because I know it gets boring sometimes. Yeah, Jacob, I'll DM you or DM me, and we'll get time. At this rate, you never know, man. You might be on my podcast. Pistonhead says 500 a weekend worked well for me at Grassroots. That is true. I I spend every bit of 350. So, I mean, when you think about it, you gotta figure out your expenses. If you're still living at home and your folks don't mind to not charge you for that and let you spend your work money on it, then it's a great opportunity to get some good seat time. Caliber, hey Kame, finally catching a live stream. Also, good day from Straya. Hey man, always down to hang out with some folks from Straya. Welcome. I'm glad that you were able to. Hopefully, the time difference isn't too bad for you. Let's see. Radium, use a flight stick as a handbrake and also a good racing chairs. I'm glad I didn't have my head on the wheel there. If you're looking for a racing chair, I mean, honestly, I would, unless you need like a desk chair, I would just get a regular comfortable, like car seat or a regular desk chair, dude. Like, this looks cool, but it's not comfortable. I just had it laying around. I already owned it, so I decided to use it for this. But I wouldn't get a bucket seat for sim. There's no motion. You don't need it. It costs more, and it's less comfortable. So, my 2 cents, just get you a regular chair, a regular car seat, and they're dirt cheap too. Blake, do you have a Twitch, or do you only stream on YouTube? Right now, I only stream on YouTube. I do have a Twitch channel. It's /KameTrick, but I'm not streaming on it presently. It's just randomly there. I think I have like 5 followers, so thanks to those of you guys who follow, even though I'm not making content on Twitch at the moment. I might at some point, but I just don't right now. YouTube is growing. It's working. What I'm doing is working, and I'm more interested in building a community here because I can always move that crew over to Twitch. But it's hard to do only Twitch and grow your stream, in my opinion. JT Pro got a job at a tire shop. Heck yeah. I do get seasickness from VR. Not everybody does. Personally, I do. Wendy, same, been swamped with college. Yeah, dude, I hear that. Ethan, me and some buddies built 2 identical rigs based off yours. That's fucking sick. We tandem in his garage right next to each other. Dude, that is so rad. I love that. If you post footage of that at any point on Insta or anywhere, tag me. That'd be sweet. I want to check it out. Time to get those half burns stacking up in the back from the tire shop. Absolutely. Tandeming in tandem, for sure. Now, if you guys talk to each other and you are live streaming, or if like, so what we need to do, you 2 tandem, get on Discord, I'll tandem with you, and we'll stream it, and it'll be Tandem Talk, the sequel. Yeah, right on, Jacob. That would be rad. So actually, what I'm trying to do is alternate. It won't be a clean, like, even alternation, considering just the spread of people that watch my channel and the people that I know and have access to. But I want to include in the Tandem Talk series a lot of different people from the Drift Sphere. So my first one was about Tyler and Assetto Corsa modder. He also drifts in real life. But to get grassroots, semi-pro, and eventually some pro drivers on as well as like official pro drift media and some grassroots or aspiring media as well. If there are maybe some unique super fans out there that would be able to share some really interesting stories, that might be something cool too. But really just show a bigger perspective than you usually get. And of course, because the folks who are watching my channel really enjoy the sim drifting, I will probably try to always talk a little bit about sim drifting as well. I'd love to hear some pro drivers that are in sim. I know that, oh, that's not going to work. Yee. That would have been terrifying in VR. Holy shit. I know that, like, who is it? Andy Haitley, he's in Forza at least. Ryan Litteral's in Forza. Alec Honadel, I think, does Assetto. So it would be cool if I could connect with those guys and anybody else, because yeah, I don't know who all is doing what, but maybe I can get some pro drivers on, both to just talk about their opinion on how it relates, show a little bit about the Pro Drift life and kind of share perspective about that, because I know a lot of people are interested, and maybe most of us won't have the opportunity to actually try and live that dream ourselves. And then last but not least, yeah, show about the media side too. I just think that'd be so much fun and neat stuff for you guys. So that's definitely part of what I'm looking forward to making in 2020. I almost said 2019. Man, I always snap to way too much angle right there. I wasn't doing that at the start of the night. That is evidence that I'm getting tired. Yeah, I thought Andy was big into it. I just wasn't sure if he was into Assetto. Here comes Noah. I'm going to go tight so that we avoid each other. Well done. You killed that. And we made it to the parking lot. Let's just send it. Whee! They see me rolling. They hate. Oh boy, man, chat is blowing up. You guys rock. Let's see, where was I at? Tora, hey, what is up, dude? Welcome back. Couldn't get the girl off the computer, then I got caught up watching some other stuff and just signing the list. Man, it's good. I'm doing great. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, tandems talk. Okay. I have heard of dual streaming to multiple services with, what is it, like Restream.io. I might try that. Technically, at least when you're partnered and maybe when you're affiliate on Twitch, that's against their terms of service, I think. Like, they say if you stream on Twitch, you're not allowed to put that content anywhere else for 24 hours. I kind of want to say fuck that and do it anyway, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because I know that they don't want you to do that. There you go, man. Get an RX-8 seat, Radium. They're good seats. I've sat in those and they're good seats. Let's see. Ian, hey, what is up? Oh, Jeff. Okay, Jeff too. Right on. Yeah, we'll be in. Hopefully the server has a spot for you. We're popping tonight, dude. If you ever get a chance to put in headphones and real-life drift with someone while on the phone with them, oh, dude, that sounds fun. Some of my buddies have put headphones and mics into their helmets and chat while they drive. I need to buy a new helmet. My wife's going to get me one this year. I just have to pick one out, basically, which is a cool Christmas present. Sweet wife. But that is something that I'll be trying eventually. Just a matter of time. Lend me your Black Book of Contacts. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. It sounds fun as hell. Become the Joe Rogan of drifting? Maybe. Maybe. Just with some more hair. Yeah, Brian's setup is amazing. And I don't care. I think there'd be people who'd be interested in seeing your perspective. I mean, I know that it was enlightening for me to hear about, as someone who both drives and makes a little bit of media. Like, I don't aspire to be FD media, but I want to be able to hang with the giants, and, if that's not on track, then I at least want it to be through media work. Not like full-time stuff, but, just to be able to go and chill. Like, last time I was in Florida, I stopped by in Juku, and went out to lunch with Kevin Lawrence, and, just caught up on what he was up to. That's super fun. I just want, to hang out with people who love drifting as much as I do, and if they're into it at a high level, all the better. It's just really cool. I think I saw, I'm trying to read chat while I drive, which is about as safe and effective as reading text while you actually drive. But I think I saw a question about my PC specs in order to stream while also gaming. Oh god, talking and driving, so bad. Alright, let me get it reeled in here. Okay, we're good. So, I am running a AMD processor. It's the Ryzen, I think 2700X. It's like an 8-core 16 thread, I want to say. It's a pretty stout CPU. And we're dead. Because I built this computer to both edit and game on. So, pretty beefy CPU. The GPU is a NVIDIA RTX 2070. It's the card with the Turing architecture. And it does pretty well. 32 gigs of RAM, solid state hard drive with 500 gigs for the games, and a 5 terabyte traditional hard drive for basically footage, editing, everything else. It's so much better than my last machine, man. I can like render a 15-minute video in like 6 minutes or 7 minutes. Unless I do a ton of color correction, then it takes about the same amount as it actually does to play. Yeah, I really try not to miss stuff in chat. Do my best. And I could do stuff because I'm a partner. That's true. And I guess dual streaming on the Twitch, not as a partner, like on the one hand, I don't think the community, if they wanted to, could provide support in some of the nice ways that Twitch does with subscriptions and things, but at least it would, grow the channel. And there are some Twitch streamers that I want to collab with, and not all of them are on YouTube, so that's true. That would be better visibility. Sleeso, sim drifting. You can run Assetto on an extremely low-end PC. Yeah, if you're not trying to stream while running it, it doesn't take much. A little bit more for VR, and if you're doing triples like me, I'm amazed, honestly, that I'm able to render 3 2K monitors and render a stream of that. But a lot of times what lets my stream down, honestly, is the internet. I don't have a very, very good upload speed, and I'm working / fighting with my ISP to get that improved. C texted, Sup broski, how's it going, dude? Welcome back. How much do I think the Oklahoma drift scene will grow in the next 2 to 3 years? I think it's going to grow significantly. If they just keep doing what they're doing, it should grow a lot. And one of the biggest reasons for that is because North Texas just lost one of their venues, which is unfortunate. But Mineral Wells was a great venue, and there was a lot of affordable events that were put on there because it was just more or less an empty skid pad that wasn't really being used for anything. It was part of an airport. So there was one group, Upshift, that was holding events there literally like $20. Like, so cheap. If you're in the area, you can't afford not to go. Because normally a drift day is $65 to $120, depending on where it is. But yeah, they have like $20 or $25 events. Not a ton of people, all the seat time that you want. Like, you can't afford to keep tires on your car the entire day. But that event was lost. Fortunately, not because anybody did something stupid, but it was, like I said, on like an airfield, and apparently somebody like bought the space to use to make like more hangars or something like that. So that is going to unfortunately hurt the North Texas drift scene and make it to where, for folks in North Texas, you have to choose between driving to like Houston to drift, I think, or driving to Oklahoma, which is about as far, and honestly, we have a cooler track. The Houston Police Academy looks pretty cool, but Oklahoma Motorsports Complex is awesome, and there's going to be people who come to check it out. I mean, even if you don't end up preferring it, you owe it to yourself to drive the track if you're nearby. It's a pretty badass track. I've got a video breaking down how to attack the course and what the track looks like. Lots of drone footage. Just check it out. Look for OMC course strategy or something like that on my channel if you want to see it. But I think because of that, there will be more people who start coming from North Texas into the Oklahoma Drift Crew, and that's going to increase the competition and the visibility and probably just help the scene grow here. So I think it's going to continue to grow over the next couple of years. See, you texted, bro, I just started to watch Initial D. Man, I got into Initial D. Like, I was already aware of drifting, but Initial D was when I realized that normal people who weren't, like, pros in, like, full-on race suits and stuff could also drift cars. And, like, that was okay, and that was a thing. So I didn't get into drifting through it, but it definitely had a big impact on me, because that was the moment when I was like, hey, my dad has one of those cars. These are just regular kids. Like, I want to drift. And then I started deciding I was going to. It was a different time. Not as many people were drifting out here. Everybody was basically a full sponsored pro. At least that's how it felt. Sim Invader, welcome back to the stream. Still trying to figure out audio delay while playing and recording at the same time. I don't think I'm doing anything special with mine. I mean, the stream itself is several seconds behind real time, and you'll see that when I'm looking at chat too. But it's all synced, you know, when it comes out. It's just all delayed a bit. So hyped, running 25 FPS today, right on. Pistonhead, got to get back to work. Yeah, dude, I'm glad to have you. It was cool to see you, and yeah, we'll get in touch. We'll figure out a time to get back together for another podcast. Any knowledge of people drifting an 83 Mark III Super Turbo? I've seen a Mark III Super Turbo drift. I'm trying to remember who it was, and it's not jumping to mind. Dude, you should have no issues whatsoever streaming while gaming. No real need for a secondary computer. Yeah, I was thinking maybe a secondary computer would work, but it seems to be working fine now. Again, if anything, it's usually my the two possibilities that let my stream down, I think, are that in this room it gets pretty hot. I've got 3 monitors going, I've got the computer, I've got lighting, and it's a small room, so if the computer gets hot, like I get kind of hot sometimes. If it gets too hot in here, then that might mess up the, what's up, Tommy? That might mess up the, you know, I might throttle the CPU. God, English, words are hard, shit. And then the other thing is just that my upload speeds are crap, so sometimes it gets choppy, but it's not the computer's fault. So far, because I have turned off the preview window for OBS, it is doing fine, but when I leave the preview window on, which at first I was lazy and I just left it on all the time, it was killing the frames. So, interesting. If I could be sponsored by anybody, who would it be? And would I be interested in sponsorship? I have a few sponsors in real life. And it's nice-ish. The most useful sponsor that you can have is a tire sponsor. I would love to be sponsored by Kenda Tire. I'm a big fan. Nice, we made it work. So yeah, I've got sponsored wheel. Shout out to Atara Racing for my wheels in the real car. I had a tire sponsor for a while. It was a low tier sponsorship, but every little bit helps with Federal. And I was using, oh god, I misread the track. I was using them for my steer tires up front. And I used them as rears for a while as well. And that was fine. Good tires. I especially like them up front. Still use them up front. They're RSRR compound. But outside of that, a wheel sponsor would be really nice. Oh, Oh, that was the gnarliest board slide. Oh, it killed me though. Can I get back? Made it. Whew. Let's see, he's gonna go tight and realize that he can't. Oh no. Well, that's to be expected. But yeah, a wheel sponsor would be cool because that has such a huge impact on the car. Oh yeah, man, Stroud is I don't even want to drift Stroud anymore. Every time I go there, it like shakes my car apart. I love Stroud in terms of being able to practice there and like you can do some fun tandems, but at the same time, it's like the worst track. During the course of an event, we have to change where the track goes because people are freaking running over huge potholes. And I apologize if I started to address somebody's comment and then I just totally spaced. I feel like I must have done that. Too much crashing, not enough actually drifting and paying attention is probably the root cause for that. Oh, it snapped to way too much angle. Lost all my speed. And basically had to reinitiate. That's a 0-point run from me. Yeah, a competition really does help grow the series, which is amusing. Like, I've talked to a couple people about this, and like Aaron Losey, Lone Star Drift, huge field of drivers, and some of that, most of that, he says, is because they started doing the comps, and he didn't want to do the comps. He just wanted to drive, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, no rules, just right. I just want to drive, man. But he started doing the comps. People were asking for it. People loved it, and it grew the scene real big. So, and our scene has grown in the past couple of years from doing the comps. So, I think that that's pretty rowdy. Q Animosity, what kind of frames are you getting with an RTX 2080? Ooh, well, I've got the 2070, so I don't actually have the... Is there a widget that'll tell me FPS off the top of my head? I don't know. Performance Delta? Is that a thing? That's not a thing. Render stats. That's what I want. Where is it? I am presently rocking 101 FPS. And I guess let me go drive a little bit and see if I can make that drop. I don't know if I can actually monitor it while I'm drifting. I'm going to put it over here where I can actually see. I'm sticking it on the A-pillar. Oh, you guys can see it too. What am I talking about? So this is an RTX 2070 with 3 2K monitors plugged into it, running NVIDIA Surround, you know, and 7580 by 1440p, I think is what it says. So you guys can see there how well it's keeping up, and this is also nice follow. This is also while running Streamlabs, of course. Ooh, dropped a wheel. I want that replay. That was no good. So yeah, we're doing great on frames. I love the Gaia blog channel came in and visited, and that they had time to. It's like Saturday morning over there, I think. got to speak some Japanese. I never get to speak Japanese anymore, it seems like. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah! Right. So that's pretty much how the render is going for me. I think my machine is doing pretty well. I'm happy with it right now. Dora is giving me the lowdown on the streaming options here. OBS handles all of it pretty flawlessly. For heat, run some fans and maybe turn the AC up. Yeah, I mean, right now it's wintertime and I need to open the damn window. I just keep forgetting. Yeah, I get what you meant by fans, yeah. Yeah, I just need to open the windows. Although right now I'm not having too many problems. It's probably like 76 degrees in here, like Fahrenheit. It's a little hot, a little warm. Nice, behind the scenes though. Yeah, that was really fun to shoot, and I didn't know what it was going to be, you know, like we didn't talk about it beforehand. I was just like, hey, I know that you're into this. Do you mind to just have a chill conversation with me and like just let it go where it leads, you know? And he's like, yeah, all right, let's roll. And as soon as we finished it, I was like, God damn, that was awesome. Like, you guys are going to love it. So I'm glad to hear that, man. Thank you for checking it out. Trying to drift with others is so hard with the smoke, JT Pro. The clouds kill my little 1050 Ti. Oh yeah, I bet that they do. I bet that hurts. I always turn off smoke for streaming, but it's just because I can't straight up can't see the track. If you're like the third car in a train, and I'm not trying to completely be blinded the whole time. I don't think that would be fun to watch. I don't know if it'd be fun to do. It's not so bad in real life, but the smoke in smoke mode can get a little excessive. Noah says that was a sick run. Yeah, man. That was a good lead, and I could see you with the triples. I could see you pull up and chase. That was cool. Well done. Tori, yeah, 73 plus, I start opening windows. Yeah. It runs hot, but I just forgot today, honestly. I did last week, and it was nice. I was very comfortable. Had my little heat box going. So, Tori, you think I should stream on through like Restream, and then I could stream to like everybody? What would all that be like? Facebook and YouTube and Twitch? One of my concerns about that is like, am I going to completely ignore the chat audience if it's 3 times as big and 3 times as active? Because like, one of the nice things about my stream is that if you leave a comment, I mean, it's possible that I'll miss it, but I really make an effort to hang with you guys. It's not watch me play video games, you know what I mean? It's like, let's go enjoy drifting together. Let's hang out. And so I would feel like it might be a disservice to my viewers if I'm not able to keep up in chat, or if I'm not able to see chat. So like, I don't know how that works. I know I can look it up. It's just, since I'm driving right now, if you know, like, share your knowledge. Teach me. Show me the way. Oh, dirt drop from hell. Ah! And we're dead. Oh man, look at those RPMs, or miles per hour. We're going insanely fast right now. Alright, let's stop that. Whew. I enabled the smoke in Assetto last night, and Mayhem, it looks cool, but it does weird stuff. Oh. It is really good looking smoke though. I need to make I think my next video I'm gonna use full-on smoke for the external cameras, because like, people just lose their shit. It looks so good. Noah, have you seen the Juice Box for You Japan Without a Plan documentary? I have. I know that I've turned it on, and I've had it be like in the background and stuff. So I don't know if I've like really watched it, but I know the thumbnail. Like, it was a good thumbnail. It's a great title. Like, it made me want to click it, and so I played it. But I think I I think I was playing it while I was like working, and I was listening to the audio and got distracted. I should make my own version of that, but going to Japan is expensive, and I'm cheap. Tora, yeah, it's true. Your stream seems to be very community-centered, which means you're going to want to keep it up. But viewers of Drifters don't get to concentrate and talk. That's true. That's true. I think I caught the sneeze that time and didn't hopefully blow anybody's ears out. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, talking and driving, like, you're never going to drive as well if you're talking. And I'm actually getting decent at it. Like, I feel like I talk more than I don't. That was probably... Okay, I'm a little sad. Sad face. But yeah, it is hard to read and drive too. I think I'm doing okay at talking and driving. Taking little breaks here and there should help out. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I can always switch over to the chat break screen, which I haven't used much this stream. Here I'm actually trying to pay just the tiniest little bit of attention. Road does a little bit of funky stuff right there if you drop off at all. I think the road's actually elevated like a foot above the grass. Yeah, you can see through it in a few spots, and so if you go off, you're gonna have kind of a bad time. Man, I always go like ridiculously tight on that first turn. I have no idea why I do that. God, I just want to start over. Oh, that was disgusting. Alright. Let's play chicken with everybody else on here. It's my stream, so if I run you off the road, I'm not going to feel bad. Alright, there's one. We've survived. Can we make it all the way back to the beginning? From the parking lot in the sky. That reminds me of the, Oh, nope, we're dead. Reminds me of the Spirit in the Sky. Old song. Taking little breaks will help out. Mods will help out if they see someone is asking you a question. They can point it out to you when someone is directly commenting. That's true. I don't even have mods on YouTube. If the stream gets, yikes, much bigger, then I will need mods. Dropping wheels and stuff. Real rambunctious today. I was trying and doing decently well at not pulling e-brake this run, but that time it was just not an option. Dude's behind me like, what the fuck, man? Why are you doing so terribly? It's because I'm trying not to e-brake, but I didn't tell anybody. So all of a sudden I'm just like taking real shallow angles when I mess up. Oh no! That's so hard to do. The problem with dual streaming is 2 different chats that you have to watch. Oh god, that sounds so rough. What I ended up doing is putting 2 on-screen chat boxes that my viewers could see, so they could both see the chat rooms from both sites. Makes sense. I also did mostly MWO. Any chance MechWarrior Online? And DayZ and whatnot when I was streaming. So it wasn't racing games, it was shooters. Oh, MWO may not be MechWarrior Online then. Noah, I was watching vids on my recommended, and the old Stroud event of yours came up with the added touch by Hall & Oates. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's so good. Man. Hall & Oates music finds me at drift events. Somebody's always blasting it, and I go over and I'm just like, hi, I'm Ben. We're friends now. Thank you. Challenge has been posted on Facebook. Right on. Cool, cool. Are we going to do that, Taylor, are we going to do that next week's stream, or what? I'll pull out behind Wendy and Tommy here, and apparently behind Peapod as well. God dang, all the left foot braking, and now I've got to do like 1,000 manjis. Woo! Getting close. This would be a sketchy run of mine to follow. We are not tandeming like 2 peas in a pod right now. We were for a second. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea how I didn't fall off the edge right there. Well, I have no idea what Peapod's up to. We're just going to go on by. It's fine. I can drive my best for the last little bit of the course. Going up to the parking lot in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I slide. I'll probably fall off the edge and die, and they'll lay me to rest at the parking lot in the sky. Peapod made it. That is the challenge right there. Like, if you get offline or like out of sync with the track on, oh god, on small courses especially, it just wrecks your ability to get back on for a minute. At least for me, it's really difficult to just reset unless I straight up bail like this. And it's back to me. That's alright. We'll make it around. Oh, it is MechWarrior Online. As I steal a glance at chat going down the hill. Heck yeah. You know, you don't find too many people that play MechWarrior or Battletech games. I never really got into the tabletop. Like, it always fascinated me and looked super cool when I was a kid. And I picked up Hairbrained Schemes Battletech, and I've been really enjoying it. I've got all the expansions. But I I guess that's as close as I'll ever get to playing the tabletop version. I got into BattleTech with MechWarrior 2 and then Ghost Bear's Legacy expansion. God, that was good times. I wish that those games were so compatible with like modern processors because they're so fun. And I would go back and play them, even though the graphics are god awful. I would play through them for sure, but like I've still got my CDs for them. I don't think that they run on any OS that like I'd need a physical old computer. Either way, they're I enjoy me some MechWarrior and BattleTech, so shout out for that. That's rad. I suck at FPS, enjoy it, but just not all that good. Tommy put it in his door. I tried. Taylor, we were probably going to do one every week, including this week. Okay. The judges are ready. What are we going to do the judging for? Are we going to have like a contest of skill as opposed to like just a giveaway? No, my bad for leaving you hanging on the lead. My wheel. Oh, shoot, your wheel fell off. Oh, man. Mine is bolted together, so if it falls off, it's going to be like busted, like straight up broken. But that would make a good clip. Tori, yeah, I think the new BattleTech stuff, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, for example, is supposed to be pretty good. MechWarrior Living Legends, when it came out, was unfucking real. It was so awesome. I don't know if people still play it, but it was free. It used the Cryo engine from, I forget the game, Cryo something. It was a first-person shooter. You had like a powered exosuit or whatever. Then you were going up against all kinds of enemies. But they used whatever that engine was. They used it to make MechWarrior Living Legends. So if you bought the game, the FPS, then you could play it, and it was amazing. You got it? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Living Legends was like the thing that got me back into MechWarrior after heaps of time not being able to play any new titles in it. I've not tried any of the official ones though, because honestly, like, I felt the folks who did Living Legends did so good that like there was no point in playing any other game. Because like the EAs or Microsoft versions or whatever, they all suck, honestly. So. Let me try that again, because that was just god awful. Oh, too soon. Damn. Add this to the list of tracks that I'm not very familiar with yet still. I'm starting to get the hang of the top one that goes up to the parking lot. But lots of crab walking and correcting on here. I should have stayed on throttle. I keep thinking I'm going to shoot off the outside of that turn. It's partially blind, but I also just don't speed sense as well in sim as I probably ought to. We're just going to do a evil dirt drop right there, because why not? Oh, car gripped up. I decided not to e-brake. I should have just e-braked every turn, which I hate doing. But real tight stuff like this, sometimes that's the smart call. Alright, we're going to stay on throttle. Stay out wide enough. Oh, it still wasn't enough. Damn it. That was pretty nice, though. Oh, I'm screwed. Let's just send it up the hill. Whatever. Crisis. Yes, thank you. Crisis is the game. Radium, the server invite is actually in the description of this video, so get the cars listed. The link is down in the description. Get the track as well from there, and then once you have both of those, either click the link if you have Content Manager and let it open the link, or just go in and search for OTM X Kame Trick, because this server is owned by the guys at OTM. They have a Discord. They're a drift crew in Assetto, and then I'm bringing the people together this particular night. So we crash other folks' servers from time to time, and that's one of them. And a bit on how to drift. Really, it would be a series, like a playlist on how to drift, so that I could make each one, 10 minutes long or something, and talk in detail about each step. But that is something that's on my to-do list. I'm kind of going to alternate between like a car review or a track review type of video, or like a car track strategy video, and then a podcast style video and a tutorial is kind of my plan. So I am going to make some of those, but for my tutorials, I've got content manager tutorials I need to make. I've got how to drift in general, technique videos I need to make, etc. Look at Noah leading this train like a boss. You're getting really good, dude. I got into Living Legends after already playing MechWarrior Online, and it just left something to be desired. Can't deal with Minecraft graphics in it. Dude, I know, like, all the best MechWarrior games until somewhat, until Living Legends. For me, it was like 2 was my favorite, but it looks so terrible. Too much angle there. Oh my. That was not what I expected at all. Sorry, Tommy. Ugh. Getting sore. It's getting a little late. Tora says, I've noticed a problem with clutch kicks and AC, and that is you have to be in clutch and on throttle for like a full second before the RPMs start to move upwards. Yeah, I can see that. Looks like if I'm in gear and I'm going... I don't know. I feel like this one's pretty good, but on some cars, yeah, they do have a really heavy flywheel. So super quick clutch kicks don't do anything significant. Yeah, it you get that with like turbo cars too, like SR20s that aren't very powerful. You kind of have to like charge up a clutch kick like an episode of DBZ and just kind of wait until it's really up there and it's got some power. It's got to be over 9,000. Tommy Chang, I need to go, but this is too much fun. Hey, right on, dude. Well, thanks for checking it out, and I'm glad that you're having fun, man. Living Legends was terrible graphics? Man, I thought Living Legends was epic. Maybe it used to be epic, and if I went back and played it now, it would be terrible. Yeah, I don't think Radium has Content Manager yet, so I don't think the link will work. He probably is just going to have to search. But here, I mean, I can pop the server name up on screen. So it's right here. It's literally OTM on the mountain X Kame trick. If you just search for Kame trick, you'll probably find it. If not, search for OTM and go to the one that has Kame trick in the name. Yeah, I don't think you have to have it. It just helps. Oh, why did I do that? Noah's saying the same thing right now. The trick to a good chase run is to start close. Don't rely on like creeping up to the lead car to get proximity. Just start with proximity and it's way easier. Which, like, I'm not saying I'm doing that correctly at the moment, but like That's what you would have needed to do. Still alive, unless I fall through the map somewhere. Little tap, my bad. We're almost to the end. We'll just go ahead and finish it out. God, that is just a terrifying turn. It's totally blind. I can't see anything. It's got Windy, Noah, JD and Maniac, and Fire Shadows. Nicely done. Eric Pod, hey, it's P-Pod from the game. Sorry I suck. Dude, you're doing pretty well. And the 8.6 is not a hard, or not an easy car to drift either. So, man, honestly, you were doing just fine considering that you were in the 8.6. If you were in like the S13, which I just... See? I suck too. It's fine. You are all good, my man. You are fine. But I will say that you're driving like one of the harder cars in WDT Street. I feel like it picks up angle really fast and it's not that powerful. So it's fine for leads, but if you're having to be behind somebody and you gotta like left foot brake any at all, it will, for me, it messes me up pretty quick. For both tracks and cars, only exception is Soul Mod. Yeah, that's correct. Right, so I'll let you guys help Radium out with Content Manager. Thank you, chat, I love you. I don't want to have to explain that every single time. And you guys have text, which will make it way easier anyway than me trying to explain it verbally. So second gear, we're going to bomb around these turns. 100% turbo in the S13 makes this pretty straightforward. You don't really have to clutch kick. Going to transition. Oh no! We're going to transition into a 720 board slide with a barrel roll at the end. I am sorry. Who did I kill? I got... Oh, that was probably Fire Shadows and Pandasol. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna do that and get to the back, and we'll make the train. There's Windy. I'll let Windy go ahead. Oh God, why do I overdo it right there? I always freaking overdo it right there. Too much sauce. I'm too stoked. Yeah, I mean, if you want to friend me on Discord, that's fine. I will say, like, I stay super busy, so when I'm not streaming, a lot of times I will not reply for hours. It's nothing personal. I'm just always into something. But you're welcome to friend me if you want. I'll accept it. Come on, car. Get up the hill. Catch up. You gotta do a longer transition here so you don't have to throw an extra manji, but that's alright. Oh, did not survive. Alright, well, we'll go back to talking course strategy. So, second gear, looking ahead, picking out the turns and like where we want to transition. Like for this, I'm going to go up to third and then back down to second gear coast and then get back on throttle because of the speed of the turn. For these super tight turns, it's really important to throw the correct amount of angle in. That was a mistake on my part. So like you can transition with a fair bit more angle, like from a lot of angle to a lot of angle, I guess is what I mean. Because you can just kind of coast at full angle and use that to scrub speed and it'll work fine for you. But I guess that's like one of the biggest secret skills that's not easy to like appreciate. Oh man, I'm getting really tired and making a lot of basic mistakes. But one of the oh yeah, glad to help. Glad to help. One of the difficult things that's like a secret technique, so to speak. It's not really a secret, but like when people watch and they see somebody who's good and they don't understand like what the difference is between them as maybe like an intermediate driver and somebody who's just really, really, really solid as an advanced driver. A lot of times what it is having an understanding of how much angle you need to be at. Server just went into overtime. How much angle you need to be at in order to transition to how much angle you end up over here. Because it's kind of like a pendulum or like a slingshot. So, like I randomly had this straw, right? Like, if you are at this much angle, then when you transition, it'll come over a certain amount. And the more angle that you have charged up, like, the more it comes over. Just like with gravity, basically, as the car whips around. So, when you are coming up and sliding and like looking over at the turn like this, you look at how sharp that turn is, and then based upon that you pick how much angle to have when you transition and when to let the transition happen. And if you time all that and understand it correctly, the car will basically just transition around on its own and go around the turn pretty much just like the way that you need it to. And then what gets into advanced techniques or like fixing things if you mess up is being able to go in too fast and transition heavy on the brakes to slow the car down, or transition to way more angle than you actually need because you're going too fast and like basically angle stall the car to slow down and then gas out of the turn, for example. Stuff like that. So I dig that. Tommy Chang, it's damn near impossible to get to the sky lot. The great car park in the sky. Tora, this is pretty weird. I'm still watching you, but my router is showing that it's offline. I don't know, man. I guess your internet is powered by the same thing that Japanese drift cars are, which is, you know, heart, spirit, and love. Canadian, anyone know why I got a purple band around the map? That's probably something with your custom shaders patch, either being non-existent, too old, or too new. But something about the track combining with custom shaders patch. Noah, yes, that ugly ass Manji messed up your line. So there's a there's like a certain way you need to do that part of the track. I can actually show you if you want. Tora, I'm looking for the track in-game for the online server because it's not showing up in Content Manager. I seem to only be able to drive the GLS at this time. I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. Santa Speed, thanks for the advice, Pedro. Hey, dude, thank you for checking out the channel and hanging out with us. It's always good to have you guys. Especially for everybody who it's like 3 a.m. or the people who watch the videos after I'm done streaming, even if I can't, you know, respond to you directly. I mean, I get as many views after the stream ends as I do during the stream, which is amazing. So I think that's pretty cool. but I appreciate you guys who are checking out the VODs. And if you want to hear about anything, like, leave me a comment, and I will reply in the comments, even though I can't always reply live. Oh no. Peapod, I was doing that really, really bad recently, so, like, I feel your pain. Alright, Noah, I'm going to show you how to do this, this section. So business as usual here, but when you see a long section like this, you have to delay your transition as much as possible, and that lets you get down the straight. And we'll do that again here as well, if I can. Nope, that didn't really matter. Yeah. So, like, transition as late as possible and go as far down the track as possible before you transition again. I need to carry a little bit more speed through there, to be honest, but that kind of gives you the gist. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, ah! So dead. Oh, Mad Max, witness me. Yikes. The Heart, Spirit, and Love comment. Seems to be on fine now. Wouldn't let me load a page, but your stream is coming through great. I don't know. I guess your router is prioritizing the stream. Urban Grit, what's up, man? How do you get the full screen of your AC game without the bezel correction? It is random utandem, that's the map, yes. So I probably have the bezel correction turned down. Let me double check actually. I can just pull up exactly what I've done here. So yeah, I did something weird. Because I've been fooling with this. I didn't set it up like the right way. I just I'm feeling it out and trying different things. So what I've done is I have my bezel set at 0, which is not true, of course. There's a bezel on these monitors. But I have set them up to where it's almost doesn't matter. Like, if this is the front screen, the side screens, instead of being like this, I have them like this, so that their bezels are hiding behind each other. So the only bezel that I actually see is the one on the main screen here and here. And because of that, the car, like, I just moved the monitors around behind it like this to get everything in the right spot for me visually, and that way it's not distorting the image for you guys at all, which I'm stoked on, because I've seen some streams where, like, shit's like bent where it goes from one monitor to the other, and I don't like it. So I wanted to bring something that worked for me as a driver, of course, but also a cool stream that would be nice to watch, and so hopefully I'm accomplishing that for you guys. Some cars are super snappy. Yeah, this is the SRG random tandem track. I didn't catch your other comment about it being SRG, sorry. Are we going this way? Yeah, okay. I'll follow you now. Wendy is about it. Sense of urgency. Oh man, I had that same thing happen to me as what happened to Wendy. I watched him do that and was like, that was weird, and then my car just over-rotated really hard too. Evidently whatever caught him off guard caught me off guard. I don't know what it was though. I didn't think that I told the car to do that. Oh, I went in way too slow. That was my fault, I'm sorry. Every now and then I just second guess myself in sim. And I'm like, oh, what if it's way too much speed and I go flying off the outside? And so then I, like, kind of tentatively go at it. And it always ends up being a mistake. And I don't have enough power to get around the turn, and have to either bail or, like, drive on the inside real hard like this. finally caught the rail. I always kiss those guardrails. Gotcha. Carbon Grit says, I'm going to try and get my stream up and going soon, too. Never got to jump back in the server. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We're down to just 6 people, but it might be super late where you're at. I'm pretty close to calling it a night, too. It's midnight here. We just hit the time limit. Center Speed, I see you're back at the teaching class of 30. Yeah, I'm trying to help everybody learn, man. Can't find it online at all. I did a search for OTM and Kame trick, and neither showed up. That is weird. Yeah, like I can pull it up right now on screen. If I go back to pits, right here, server name, OTMX Kame trick, bash, 9 p.m. Do you know if your filters are like excluding content that you're lacking or something weird like that might be hiding it? I don't know, man. That's all I got. But like the content manager invite is in the description, so, and it's also on the Discord for that matter. But I would hope that if you have content manager and you click that, it would do its thing. And I'm not trying to insult your intelligence. I think you probably have content manager, but I'm just trying to, like, you know, cover the full list of possibilities here. Let's go to the track that I'm the worst at. How do I teleport to pits? Noah, if you have Content Manager, you can go into the settings there and assign it under buttons is the menu. Okay, cool. Tori, you've got it. Nice. Center Speed, good night, brother. Don't forget to add you on Curriculum Professional Drift Teacher. Right on, dude. Thanks for checking it out again. Every Friday at this time. Well, maybe Saturday morning, depending on where the time change is at for you, for where you're located. But, yeah, every Friday around this time I'll be streaming. And thanks for checking it out. I hope to see you again next week. Evan Fisher, this game is Assetto Corsa for PC. It is pretty heavily modded. None of these cars, tracks, graphics, or anything is stock game stuff. But it's all basically free and just takes a little bit of time to set up. And once you do, you have a really beautiful sim. This is even a track that, like, my buddy Shadow made it, but he didn't like make it fully. It's not a very pretty track. It's just a fucking fun track to drive. So, like, I mean, it even looks way better than this. Like, scope out some of the graphics on these cars. It's pretty sick. Contains unavailable content. That is an error that I have not seen before. But yeah, just some rowdy looking cool cars. How do I download mods in the game? I actually have a video on my channel called How to Mod Assetto Corsa. So scope that out, and that will basically tell you the gist. Or if you want to go really advanced, get Content Manager, and you can use it to install mods. I don't have a tutorial on that yet, but I'm going to make one. It's coming. Center Speed, you'll be here. Awesome, dude. Well, so will I. I look forward to seeing you for the Friday Hangouts as we lead trains up the mountain. Oh, too much. Dang it. I was feeling pretty good about that run. I see a comment from Grant. I didn't think you were still in here, bud. I haven't actually gotten to read it. I see that you must be bouncing. I read Soredewa or something like that. Soreja. Was this not the funnest little track? And it's not even a little track, but just the fact that you can have that happen to you and do the bad gutter drop. Oh. I'm so tired. Comments. Good to hang out again. We'll try to catch the show again next week. Soreja. Alright, man. See you later. Mata ne. 今日は、日本で土曜じゃなくて Saturday. Which one is Saturday? Yeah, it's 土曜日。ですよね、土曜日。じゃあ、楽しい土曜日を過ごしてください。じゃあね。See you next time. Have a fun Saturday. As I forget how to say Saturday for a second. Ooh. Torres says, it keeps telling me that, but I have the WDT packs and just installed the track too. The only other thing that I know of, and I don't think it usually expresses in this way, is if you don't have the official JDM pack DLC. The WDT pack and a lot of the others use the official A86 out of that pack for the mod, and it fails to load if you don't have that. Although it looks like you just hopped in. Okay, cool. Well, here you are. Do I use the Fanatec drift setting from Kyber? I do not. Yeah, Evan, you have a good night too. Or you could say brew. That's what they say in is it Africa? Maybe South Africa they say brew. Dan Mace, YouTuber, Twitter. I don't know. He says brew. I don't use the Fanatec drift settings, so I presently have SEN at auto, force feedback at 40, SHO at 100, I just don't touch that, ABS at 0, DRI, the drift setting at 0 or off, FOR for force at 100, SPR at 120, and DPR at 100. So I touch almost nothing in my setup. I do what feels right to me, and that's what I like. Send a speed, I'll donate you when I get a new job. Please don't use aimbot. Yeah, no, I don't use aimbot, but thank you. I appreciate the thought on the offer. I've got a couple of folks that have left some wonderful super chats over the different times, and I really appreciate that. But it's also nice just to hang out with folks, and you know, if you want to support the channel in a financial way, awesome. I would love to make more content. I'm pretty much tapped out doing this in my spare time between my real job, but there are certainly opportunities to do that, and I'm working on getting taxes set up for merch as well, so that'll be coming out soon. But if you want to support the stream in other ways, watching it, hitting like, leaving a comment, letting me know what you like or what you think I could do to improve the stream, and sharing it out with your car friends is what will really help grow the channel. So thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it. And Tori, you just needed a reboot of the game. Okay, well that's not so bad. Yeah, there you are. You've got the 8.6 out. Right on. Are you ready to come crash with us? Because we're all about to try to make it to the parking lot in the sky, and we'll see if we do. The Pro, I have not touched the road settings in any way. So whatever they are stock is what they are. I haven't even looked at them. I know that they exist, but I'm sort of like, it feels good to drive, I'm just driving. Oh, we lost one. We're down to a 4-man team. We're down to a 3-man team. Dropping like flies. Who's gonna make it to the parking lot in the sky? Little dirt drop action. Oh, it's looking favorable. I think we're going to make it. We've only got a few more big turns. This is one of them. Oh, a little understeer from Noah, throwing me totally off. I should not have been thrown off by that. I just was caught sleeping. The blind turn of eternal doom, and we've cleared it. And we are going to drop a clutch kick, make it around these last two switchbacks, and... oh, getting close to the edge, but we've made it. 3 out of 5 have survived. Oh, Tora, so this is super annoying, but it happens to me kind of regularly. You are going to have to exit out of the game, rebind your axis, even though it should have been set up correctly. Just like go rebind your pedals and stuff, and then rejoin. If you're using Content Manager, I sometimes have to exit Content Manager, come back in, double check that they're bound, and then go in. But almost every time before I stream, like if I'm ever 10 minutes late, it's because I'm rebinding my stuff like 2 or 3 times. It just randomly doesn't work. Super annoying, I don't know why, but it'll start working eventually. Also, is Noah's wheel like just spinning, or is that just me? Nope, he's on spinners. It was just magically spinning. Alright. I'm going to make sure I don't initiate too soon this time. Oh god, that was way too aggressive. I'm just not equipped to left foot brake right some of the time. Is there any hope of a heroic e-brake drag working? Eee! Oh my god. Oh no. We really just need to quit doing that. Shoot, I'm sorry, Wendy. I got distracted. He's the guy behind me who's rolling up on me. I'm stupid. I don't know, man. So wild. I am drifting an S13. Let me see if I can even get to one of my external views. I can't. I don't know why the cameras are off in this particular one, but I'm in an S13 240SX or 180SX. Alright, 12:14. Oh, it's late. I'm tired. Kind of sore. But Tora just got in, so I got to cut a couple of laps with him. We are going to get towards wrapping up the stream, so as always, if you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, this is your opportunity to drop them down into the chat, and I'm going to follow Tora for a little bit, or as long as he lasts, one of the two, because this is not exactly an easy track to get out to. Well, I'm gonna try to. Come throw a backy for chat. I gotta figure out where on this course I can throw a backy. Okay, I know where I can throw a backy. Oh, bro, you're on controller. That's hard. This is a pretty aggressive simulator. So like, you know, in a real car, you can't give like heaps of steering input like that. Like physically, you just can't turn the wheel fast enough. So it is going to be pretty difficult to get started because you're probably going to be dealing with a lot of understeer caused by like going to full lock in your steering just out of the blue. So you're going to have to get some really disciplined thumbs so that you can learn the right amount of input. For me, I fooled around with it on controller just to see. Somebody asked me to at one point. I never did make a video on it. I was supposed to. Sorry. I just had other things come up that were like way more demanding. Honestly, like a lot more people were vocally wanting to see other content, and I only had time to make. I'm dead. Only had time to make so much. Backy for chat. That's going to be this track right here on that first turn. If I can hit the straight right, I should be able to throw a backy up this turn right here. Let me see if I can do it. Backwards entries are not something I do a whole lot. Just not a humongous fan of them, but they are fun to pull off. They just really burn through your tires fast, your front tires specifically, and those are expensive. But in theory, if I can whip it around here correctly, there we go, backy for chat. And then I immediately died. But we did it, first try, just like at the skate park. STPD Media, where's track download? It is in the description of this video. Make sure to save the profile. Alright, yeah. Oh, you're on a flight stick. Gnarly. Honestly, that's probably better than a controller. I was just looking at your front wheels and they seemed a little erratic for somebody on a steering wheel. So in hashtag, why did I even say hashtag? In the Discord KT announcements channel, Rema should have posted, I mean, I know that he posted it because I copied and pasted it into this video description, but he posted the track link. It's a Google Drive file. And then it should be in the description of this video as well. Oh man, you guys could probably see that. Somebody just did a serious barrel roll over there. You should do a game of drift in Assetto Corsa. Coop, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. You caught the very tail end of it. Tandem backy? Oh, damn it. Now I need somebody who can do a backy like me. Which, like, all the OTM guys are seemingly not on anymore, so I don't know if we've got the number of pupils needed to throw the tandem backies. I'll try it. I'll probably just end up bashing into the lead car, but that's okay. That's a sim. It's not gonna hurt anything. Oh, well. Alright, Noah, it's me and you. We've got to manage to throw a tandem backy. Just do what I do and hope that you don't die. I don't think that was a successful one, but we tried. Ryan Larkin, thank you for bringing back this angle much better than the other one. Yeah, man, I'm down to experiment, but ultimately I want to provide the best possible stream that I can, and I seem to have figured out how to get my system to be able to handle rendering all of this effectively. And the key that I was forgetting was that I need to disable the preview in my screen broadcasting software. So I had it set to where it was rendering all the screens for me to play the game, rendering a preview, which nobody was really seeing, and then actually encoding the video out. And so by turning off the preview and putting it into performance mode, basically, I'm now able to bring this, because this was the view I wanted to bring in the first place, but it just wouldn't work right for the first little bit. But yeah, I'm glad to help, dude. I got it. Yeah, man. I managed to make it work. So a game of drift. Star-Lord. Yeah, I was thinking about this because actually this is sort of a demo for what I really wanted to do. But I want to design a track where there's crazy elevation changes, maybe a couple of obstacles or stunts and jumps, and just no walls, just big cliffs, and you fall to your doom. And basically setting it up like a lap style where the whole server tries to make it from, you know, point A to point B, like the parking lot in the sky up there, and you know, maybe only a handful of folks make it, but then having like a little place to get back down so that you don't have two-way traffic on there. But I think that would be a really fun challenge type thing to do, and some stunt drifting as well. So I've Canadian has messaged me. He made a cool little track that, and I'm gonna friend him here in a sec when I get off stream. But I'd like to be able to do some fun stuff like that because it is a game. I mean, it's a sim, but you know, let's do some stuff that you couldn't do in real life. Like I want some freaking half pipe drifting. I want some cool random stuff. So in addition to all my realistic content, we're gonna play around a little bit, keep it lighthearted in sim. Coop says I'm still trying to get my feel for drifting, yet I can't find anyone on PS4 for the time being to run with. Yeah, console is harder for sure. And the cars that are available on console, like the drift spec cars, they're okay, but honestly they are not nearly as drivable as the mod cars on PC, and I hate to say that because that doesn't help you if you're on console, but I mean, a lot of it's just being patient, and it's all sliding scales, man. Like, too much of anything will spin you out, and too little of anything will spin you out. Or too much or too little will cause the car to grip up. So, basically, figure out whether you're gripping up or whether you're spinning. And if you're spinning, like, countersteer more, countersteer faster, countersteer sooner. If you are gripping up, then you could be countersteering too much, too fast, or too early. And the same goes for the gas and the brake. You know, like if you're transitioning off for gas, like if you're transitioning off throttle and the car is like going to angle, and then you get on the gas and it's like kind of pulling back out, and you have to reinitiate, you're probably getting on throttle too late or too weak. So it's really just a matter of like going through and trial and error, getting the sliders and your timing all sorted. But you can do it, and I will help to the best that I can. Yeah, Canadian, I will. I'll send you a sketch or something, hit you up. Figure 8 with 20 cars would be cool. I was thinking something more like this map, where it's a bit longer. However, still a circuit. I don't really like the fact that when you get to the parking lot up there, you just have to turn back around. If it was a limited group of guys and you were all like in chat and you could communicate, it'd be fine. But to do that on a public server is just a mess because people end up hitting each other going the opposite directions. Toro's on a flight stick, the pro. When do you throw a backy? Alright, we'll do one more backy for the boys before we go. I can tell Rema to change the track to Mahon, but once I find Windy and we try and do this backy, I'm probably going to call it a night. My voice is getting kind of hoarse. Okay, so there's Windy. He must have just heard me because there's a delay from real to the stream. Because I was waiting for him to come around, and then he just jumped out, came up behind me. But we're good. Oh man, that downhill. Shit. Alright. Well, that didn't work. If I can't make it around the track, it's going to definitely hinder my ability to throw a backy with Windy. But I'm so... Yeah, I'm so tired. All my reactions and stuff are just off. Dragon. I'm experiencing fatigue. Looks like I'm not the only one. That's alright. Alright. This might work. This might work. We are in position. Oh, I didn't carry enough speed. Alright, one more try. One more try, and then I will fall over onto the floor of my room and go to sleep. I don't know. Jeez. That was bad. I like that Noah followed me. He's like, I'm down, man. This is tandem or what? If you're gonna go send it into the side of this guy, I'm just gonna be right there. Love it. It's close enough. That's all I got. That's the best I got. Yeah, I'm sure that flight stick would be tough. I've drifted and lived for speed with a mouse before. It was not very good, but I know for controller you can turn down the speed that it responds. So even though you might go over straight away, the wheel like goes a bit slower. And when I was fooling with that, I could find like a debuff to the amount of rotational speed that the steering wheel had that kind of matched up to how much discipline I had with moving the controls, if that makes sense. I feel like that was a terrible explanation. But that's kind of an option. Coop says, yeah, I've been working on it. My throttle control and counter steer are my weak spots, but I'm being patient. Once I get my PC built, I'll probably get better. Dude, when you play a... yeah, I'm turning that off. When you play a mod car that's a little bit better than the vanilla drift cars, you'll instantly be better. And that's a dynamic in real life too. Like, they're just better, more realistic cars. When I say realistic, I mean big angle, very stable, easy to drive, and that's what you're looking for in a car build, in my opinion. My favorite Assetto track, Ryan, Ebisu Touge course. It's just really dynamic. Nothing about it gets boring, you know, stuff like that. Really fun. Starlord, do you have an H shifter? I do. Whether you're talking to Coop or me, I do, yes. Adding mods to my G920 and a bigger wheel, that's cool. No, first time I got on Assetto, I used a mouse and it was complete ass. Yeah, if you put on a different wheel, it's hard to reach any of the buttons, but I mean, the only button you really need is something mapped somewhere on your keyboard over here to teleport to pits from Content Manager. But that is what we've got. As always, thank you guys for checking out the stream, and we'll do the video background, it's been a minute, and for being a part of the channel and the community. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're new and you made it this far, subscribe. I mean, it's more of this, and there's real drifting in the summertime as well when I get that going. Stuff like this that you can see here on the video chat window. And let's see, one last comment here. Favorite? Oh, the deep dish wheel? No, that's a 350. It's not that big. Favorite car in Assetto? Just looking for new stuff to slide. If you haven't tried the 501 pack, they're pretty cool. I personally am a huge fan of the DW Wisefab pack by Ted Bundy from OTM, and a big fan of this pack as well, the WDT Street pack. Regular WDT pack is great as well. They're big power cars, so that's also an option, something that's pretty good to play. The pro, it's the other way around. So my real name is Ben, but Kame Trick is my channel, my brand, and I think I started in Japan because my car used to be really slow looking, but I put a lot of effort into seat time to become a better driver and suspension and like handling of the car. So it looked slow as a turtle, but it was fast in the turns. Kame is turtle in Japanese, and the trick is the fact that it's fast in the turn. There must be some trick to it. So that's kind of the gist. Yep, another awesome stream in the books, indeed. Cool. Alright, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Have a lovely night, and I will see you same time, same channel, next Friday. In the meantime, look forward to the next edited video, which I've got to shoot probably tomorrow after I get some sleep. So, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.